Good morning readers. I, Harish Budhu, warmly welcome you to my channel. Learn as much as possible from my handwritten articles. Open Letter to the Prime Minister. Part 6. This 12th of August 2020. There are serious doubts that somebody is involved in tracking, monitoring and telephone tapping covert operations, never seen before. All those who do not glorify or deify the Prime Minister are major targets and considered enemies. Mr. Prime Minister. It is the 6th one of the series. Welcome. Faithful to our culture, we will present the plain and painful truth. And that even if it will hurt or stir up anger. For indeed, our young readers and YouTube listeners are learning a lot about the past and leadership. The youths matter a lot to us. They are our hopes and dreams. For some time now, something very strange is happening with our fixed telephone. Before telling you my own findings, consider the following personal experiences I have lived through. 1. Sometime in 2019, I rang a top Central Criminal Investigation Department line barracks official. He was scared to talk on the phone. Hours later, he sent somebody at my house. I utilized his mobile to talk to that Central Criminal Investigation Department high official. The issue was that unsolved 1st March 2011 fire at my house. Just imagine, a police Central Criminal Investigation Department high-ranking official was afraid to talk to me. In your circle, Mr. Prime Minister, I am considered your enemy, and not opponent. Reason? I do not sing your praises. I do not glorify or deify you. I have never idealized, idolized or immortalized you. I will never. Many other top police officials have been frightened to death to talk on the phone. Conclusion: they are all well aware that my telephone is tapped. By whom? Where? Why? 2. Second experience: I help and guide some people every day. And that more often, by telephone. Since the last November elections, here are some of my bitter experiences with some ministers and officials. A few did not answer or return my calls. Others were scared the hell out of them to talk to me, so did some of my friends, permanent secretaries. Ministers, who are often seen at terre, have treated my calls with contempt. 2 sent their close ones to talk to me. 3 weeks ago, I briefed a minister and 2 of his officials on a serious and pressing humane problem. Thereafter, none could be contacted. Which all means that all 3 of them were warned not to talk to me. By whom? Why? Guess. And more so, some good old friends of militant socialist movement and its members of Legislative Assembly have told me in coded messages that they are all scared. 2 relatives who were in close touch with me have now disappeared. Are they aware that my telephone is tapped? If not, who has ordered them to stay away from me? And to consider me as an enemy? Guess. 3. Third experience. I have many friends among the top civil servants. All were afraid to talk to me on the phone. When they did not reply to my phone calls, I understood their concerns and fears. I have now stopped ringing them. I advise people to meet their own representatives or to write to the authorities to air their genuine grievances. 4. Finally, these are my logical and inescapable conclusions, Mr. Prime Minister. Somebody is tracking all the people who are considered your true enemies. I am one of his or her main and easy targets. That because our Facebook and YouTube huge followers pose a major threat to you and your SunTrust empire. But why? We had helped you in the last elections of 2014 and 2019. However, we are not your bootlickers, sycophants, kitchen cabinet crawlers and lackeys, or blind followers. We will never be. If in case, the government and your Prime Minister's office are not involved in the tracking, watching, monitoring or telephone tapping covert operations, it goes without saying that somebody else is doing them, behind your back. If so, forget that he or she is a danger to the country and democracy. That person is a direct threat to you personally. And with your downfall, the angry public will rush to take their pound of flesh. In some countries, The plotters are hanged in public. See, of all people, I had experienced such repression under An Jug North, Navin Rodulum, and to a much lesser extent under Circe Ramdulam. Believe you me, Mr. Prime Minister, in comparison, it is the worst ever under your reign. The Creole quote is flashing through my mind. Peche paye la terre. Keep reading, keep learning. Like and subscribe for more thrilling articles. Thank you for watching.